Welcome back, brother-rushkis. I got this nice kickstand with the Hayabusa logo. This is a very good part to have if you lower the bike like I did. When I was using the kickstand, the bike was like almost straight up, so that was kind of dangerous to tip over. And also cosmetically looks a lot better than the original one. Okay, we have the stand itself right here. Of course, I'm gonna have the link in the description. I want to mention when I got it, it had this play here. And I was like, oh, that's no good. But what's going on, you just have to tighten this bolt here. I gotta make this tight with a wrench. And it comes with this Allen. So you loosen this. And all these are the adjustments you have right here. Okay, I'm gonna take the old one off and pop this one in. A shout out to my wife for getting this for me. It was an early Christmas gift. I like how she always says that I spend money on the bike and then she gets me this. Okay, onto the bike now. I'm gonna start by loosening this nut, size 14. That's all, just loosen it. And now the challenge is to remove the springs. There's 2 springs. This is where you have to be strong like a bull. Okay, so what you do is you get cutters, put some pressure, enough to push the spring backwards to unhook it. Okay, one is unhooked. I'm gonna try to get the other one now. Oh yeah, that's the hardest job of the job. Okay, now I'm gonna completely remove this nut here and take off the bolt. Okay, now in the back we have a size 17. And now I'm gonna clean up all this dirt right here. Old stinky one here, and then the new one. So I'm gonna make it one adjustment shorter than what the old one was. Right here, it's about the same length. And that's where this hole in here lines up. So I'm gonna make it one click shorter. So that's gonna be right about here. Okay. And I'm gonna take this screw, put some Loctite. This is so it doesn't get loose. It's a thread locker. Because every time I go full throttle with this bike, there's a lot of shit going on. Okay, that's pretty tight. Now this one, remember what I told you before, it was floppy. This is where the spring attaches to. So this is all, I mean, nothing crazy going on in here. But same thing, I'm gonna use Loctite on this and make it tight. And there is a good weight difference. This is aluminum, this is like cast metal, whatever, steel. There is a good difference, but let's put this to the test. I got 1.1 pounds. That's a half kilogram. That's pretty heavy for a kickstand. Alright, broskis, let's try the new one. Hayabusa. Okay, let's see. 0.9. That's 0.9 pounds. 0.4 kilograms. I don't know if this is really accurate, but I do feel a good difference. Okay, now this thread here is different than the bolt. So this is aluminum, it's soft metal. I'm just gonna thread this in and hopefully it retaps it to this thread pitch. And that's okay, because don't forget that this nut, this locking nut, is gonna go on afterwards too. When you thread it in, after a little bit back it out, relube it. Because if you keep going in, that's no good. It can like really strip it and do bad thingies. So you gotta work it. In a sense, this is a good thing because it goes in tight. It's not gonna loosen on you. So maybe the Chinese are a little bit smarter than we think. I don't know. I'm kind of sneaky sometimes. Most of the times though. I thought the springs were hard, but this is a little bit harder, I'm thinking now. Man, I'm one step away from sweating. It's like good exercise on this. All right, brotherooshkis, back to the bike. I'm gonna use some grease and some over here. This is where the kickstand slides for smooth operation. Okay, here we go, baby. Ah, drop the springs, damn it. Well, it's better drop the springs than to drop the soap. A little bit WD-40 again. He's our friend. Okay, make this pretty tight, not crazy tight though. You don't want to strip the aluminum stand, but you can make it snug. That's pretty snug. And when you put this on, you might feel like it's getting tight or whatever, but move it around the bolt while you thread it in. It gets stuck over here. So give it a little wiggle. Okay, now time for that 14 mil nut. That's tight. Okay. Time for the springs. I got the spring puller. Let's see if it's gonna be useful today. Okay, let me do one at a time. That's one. And two. Okay, this worked out good, the spring puller. There you go, it's done. I have good clearance here. Before I had to smash the exhaust in a little bit to make the other kickstand work, because this is aftermarket, it's a cheap Chinese one. So I had to customize it here. It's okay though, eventually I'm gonna change it. I might put a whole exhaust system on the bike. I did this temporary. Okay, let's see how nice this works. And you can see it pushes in the sensor for the kickstand. So that's good. Wow, it feels really sturdy too. Look at that. Okay, there you have it, guys. It wasn't too hard of a job. The hardest part was to take off the springs and to rethread the new kickstand. Other than that, it's pretty simple to do. Shout out to Mirto and Vasily from Greece. They've been supporting the channel tremendously, and so have many of you. And thank you for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna change the fluid in the brakes and the clutch. And I'm also gonna get new Hayabusa covers. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you then.